Hello travelers! I am Lorekeen, your traveler's guide to Tyria. In our last episode we visited the village aptly called Heroes Moot, and we witnessed the epic clash between the various political, religious, and musical views, of the many races that call Wayfarer Foothills home. Today we will venture through Breakneck Pass, and into the frosty part of this map.
I don't suppose a dried chicken foot talisman would fend off the winds.
You having trouble?
Not me, my mate. Perhaps if I ground one up and fed it to him?
You could try, but I don't give refunds if it makes the problem worse.
As the name implies, Breakneck Pass is not always a safe place. The sons of Svanni are pushed by their entrepreneurial spirit, are constantly blocking the road.
You want to use our road? It'll cost you 10 gold.
You don't own the road. I won't pay.
Oh, you'll pay, one way or another.
A fellow traveler, this outsider is on the run from Zaitan's threat to destroy the world. Although it wasn't easy for him as he is no fighter, he felt he had no choice, so he packed his things and, with the little money his father left him, he got on the road to see Tyria while there still was a Tyria to see. He made it through Gendaran fields, and then he connected with a caravan the rest of the way to here. He packed the wrong boots for Shiver Peaks, but hopefully he will reach his destination, because like us, he is going to Ascalon. Nairn on the other hand loves the snow. As a Sylvari, she finds it wondrous, and there's nothing like this near the Pale Tree.
If you wait a day, I'll make enough mouse skull necklaces so that I can go with you.
I welcome the company. Besides, I may have to buy one of your necklaces myself. I know a certain young necromancer who would love one.
Passing by Bjarni and his bunnies, we arrive in Taigan Groves at Victor's Point. You can see the snowshoe hare's blessing extends all the way here, as the local population of children is abundant. Having so many mouths to feed pushed a big chunk of the villages to go hunting, leaving the young ones in charge of Carmen Fontracker, the heart of this place. But sadly, this cruel winter claimed many lives, and there are more children than adults now. The grown-ups that remained in the village are mostly the craftsmen, like Gareth the Butcher, or Jessica the Armorsmith. There is one hunter in the area, Crag Wilcrux up by the Icevine Dale, but that's just because he is late to the great hunt. His playful wolf Shastar likes to run around and stay just out of his reach. Crag can't leave her alone in this dangerous place. Just the other day a bunch of trolls broke into his home and stole a number of his possessions. Unsurprisingly, the troll is under a bridge now. As for the wolf, Shastar is named after a player's pet, which both made a good impression on a dev. You too can make a good impression on the locals, by entertaining and protecting the kids. Usually Bjarni plays with them, but he's busy helping Linnea at the moment, and praising bunnies. Of all the children of the village, the 3 kids of Gareth will get into most trouble, if they aren't kept busy. Gareth and his mate tried taking the kids hunting with them, but they barely made it back alive. The children still need a lot of training, so the wife had to go hunting alone. She left early this morning. It might take a while, but one day she'll come home, with scars, stories, and trophies. But until then, hunting is off for the rest of the family.
Bear's teeth! I can't start up this smokehouse and watch these kids at the same time!
Dad, he won't let me pour honey in his hair!
And my wife, off on another adventure. Bear only knows when she'll be back.
Dad! Do you see where I left my pants?
And all that meat out there, begging to be cured. Wife gone, kids need watching, and I need to hunt. How's this going to work?
One solution would be for you to hunt some of the Doliak you find around, and in return Gareth will prepare lunch for you and the children, in the form of Doliak jerky.
Ah, it's a bounty! I'll need to start the smoker immediately. This will make a fine jerky. Kids, I've got your lunch right here!
Meanwhile the kids will have to find some way to entertain themselves.
Time to crank up the old smokehouse!
Dad, there's a bug on the wall. Can I try your new sword?
Huh, that's my girl. If you kill it, give praise to Bear, Snowflake.
I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'll fix it later.
Hello, little Snowball. Smell that? Bear herself would approve of such an aroma.
Yeah. Speaking of Bear, I need some honey for a ritual.
Oh, top of the kitchen shelf. I need something more to attract customers.
Oh, and I accidentally lodged your axe in that stuffed Dolyak head again.
You did what? Ooh, I had another idea. A stuffed head mounted by the smokehouse. Perfect!
Did you find out where the honey was?
Dad's talking about getting an animal head for the smokehouse.
That giant mean ram behind the house would be perfect. I'll go get his head and impress Dad.
You don't know how to hunt yet. If you die out there, Dad'll kill us both.
You worry too much. I'll let some local hunters kill it. I just want the head. Dad, I brought a ram's head for the smokehouse.
Jaffrey, you know you're not ready to hunt. Your mom would kill me if you got hurt.
I was careful, Dad. Someone killed the ram and let me take the head.
You met a generous hunter, son, but you did something dangerous. Next time, we hunt together.
Really? So, do you like it? Do you like the head?
I do, son. It'll make a fine addition to the smokehouse.
But as you know, a Norn's life is not only about hunting. Communing with the spirits of the wild is an important cultural tradition.
We should do this outside. Mom and Dad will be mad if we get honey everywhere. No, it's part of the bear ritual. Spread it on the floor. Now speak the words.
Bear, we seek to prove our strength. Bear, send us one of your own to challenge.
I'm gonna be in trouble. No, it's working. Look! Time to wrestle, child of bear. Hey, we just wanted one. You runt! We're supposed to summon one bear. You turned this into a bear moot. Run!
They're moving to the lodge. Cut them down before they wreck it.
Disperse the bear's party and Jeffrey will sell you packages of snowballs, so you can bring the fun and game to your own friends. Throwing snowballs improves your hunting skills. I hear the package breaks stun too.
Not a word of this to your mother.
I've learned my lesson. I'm going to worship Raven. Now I just need some grubs.
Your mother's gonna kill me.
In Old Norse, Signy means new victory, so maybe the girl was named after the village, or Victor's Point was named after Signy. Of course, back in the days, if the children would not behave, the parents would just drop them in the forest, with no weapons and 3 days to get back home alive. You might find all this chaotic and tiresome, but as we philosophized before, games are important, they bring joy and build character.
One day, I will climb to the top of the Shiver Peaks and exclaim that I am the best hunter ever! I think climbing your own ego will be more of a challenge. You're just jealous. What? I can't hear you. Come down from Mount Blabbermouth first. One day, I'm going to build my own lodge and fill it with the hides of every animal in Tyria. Bear, drake, harpy, crate, you name it. What about a great drooling yuckface? What's that? You never heard of it? It's a tall, pale creature with long hair, and she talks and talks and talks about what she's going to do when she grows up. Hey!
Your help in raising the new generation will fill Carmen's heart, and she will reward you with a honey pot, for your uncanny canner collection. Unfortunately, by the time you are done with the chores here, the jar will be empty, but you can still wear it as an accessory.
One's been in that cave for a while.
Jessica is the armorsmith of the village. She loves this place with its rolling hills and crisp snow. It would be paradise, if not for Dredge digging underground all the time, which drives Lunt, her husband, mad. He thinks the Dredge are digging up an army that'll take over the whole valley. Lunt would rather die than be surrounded by that mindless cult, so he spends a lot of time in the Dredge cave, where he butchers them preemptively, to send a message.
Hey Dredge, come over here! Let me show you true strength!
Leave the People's Cave before you corrupt it with your foulness, Norn!
Cowards! Fine, hide over there. I'll make sure you know the meaning of the word foul. The Dredge don't belong here. Let's make them choke on some smoke.
To avoid the carnage, the Dredge retreated to the back of the cave, but Lunt has an ingenious plan to deal with that. Lunt figured that something in this cave makes the gladiolus especially vile and pungent. Maybe because they only grow underwater. It so happens that these gladiolus are endemic to Tyria, and some flower vendors in New Kaineng are highly interested in this blooming errand. Anyway, if you help Lunt gather enough flowers, he will make a fire and use the foul-smelling smoke to flesh out the Dredge.
That should be enough to make a stench. It'll take a minute to get the fire going. Bring me more flowers. I'll add them to the fire. That should do it. You can't quench that stench.
Comrade, is that you?
No, that is Norn, and that Norn smell is filling the cave. Stop it before we get sick.
That Norn stench is fouling the People's Cave. Kill him, comrades, and put out that bonfire.
Finally a fight! Come here, Dredge. I'll bury you in this cave. Keep the fire burning. It'll draw these weaklings out. Ah, Bear's Bottom. All the Dredge are dead. I showed them what happens when I raise a stink. Ha ha ha! Get it? Ah, you can't take a joke.
If you enjoy this kind of activity, Lunt can sell smoke bombs, to make everyone cough like a pro. It's nasty stuff, but it makes a great weapon. It poisons the Dredge and blinds everyone else. This bomb is not only full of smoke, it has some bugs too, making it fly high before dropping 900 units away. We are not done here just yet, there's one more childish behavior we need to take care of. The Sons of Svanir have a camp at Hermit's Watch. Blaine the Insane speaks for the misogynist cult of the dragon, and you can teach him a lesson in manners, and gain a hero point. Speaking of manners, don't forget to give us a like if you enjoyed this episode, and share it with your friends. And most importantly, subscribe, because next time I will take you to the hot springs. You deserve a bit of relaxation after all the hard work here. But until then, happy exploring!